This wealthy man is transferring his power of attorney to your name because you're unaware he is your. Open by October 25th or he'll donate it all. My beloved, listen closely. There is a decree echoing through the corridors of heaven, and it carries your name. Today, the gavel falls. Today, the scroll is unsealed. A wealthy benefactor, one you have not yet recognized, has set in motion a transfer so profound, so life-altering, that the very air around you shimmers with anticipation. The power of attorney, the authority to unlock what has been hidden, is being offered to you. But the window is narrow. The seal is marked, open by October 25th. Delay, and the treasure slips through your fingers. Awaken, and everything changes. You have walked through seasons of waiting, of wondering if your name would ever be called. You have felt the weight of doors closed, opportunities missed, and blessings delayed. But today, the decree is different. Today, the heavens are not silent. The angels are leaning in. Archangel Michael stands at the threshold, his sword gleaming with promise, his eyes fixed on you. The courtroom of heaven is in session, and the scroll bearing your inheritance is being brought forward. The time for hesitation is over. The time for awakening is now. Can you feel it? The urgency in the air, the sense that something is shifting beneath your feet? This is not just another day. This is not just another message. This is a summons. The benefactor's hand is extended, holding keys that fit locks you have never been able to open. Crowns that have waited for your head. Scrolls that carry your destiny, written in fire and sealed with light. The transfer is real, but it is not automatic. It requires your response. It requires your yes. There is a reason the deadline is set. October 25th is not just a date on the calendar, it is a line drawn in the spirit. On one side is delay, disappointment, and the ache of almost. On the other side is acceleration, restoration, and the joy of finally. The benefactor's heart is for you, but the choice is yours. Will you awaken to the call, or will you let the moment pass? The stakes are not just material. They are eternal. This is about more than wealth. This is about identity, authority, and the unlocking of every promise spoken over your life. You may not know the benefactor's name yet. You may not see the full picture. But the invitation is clear. The scroll is being handed to you, sealed with your name, waiting for your touch. The angels are watching. The courtroom is silent, waiting for your answer. Will you step forward? Will you claim what has been reserved for you since before you were born? The time is short, but the door is open. The transfer is ready, but the signature must be yours. Stay with me. There is more to reveal. The identity of the benefactor, the nature of the treasure, the reason you were chosen, these are not accidents. They are mysteries waiting to be unveiled. The next moment holds the key. The next breath could change everything. Do not turn away. Do not let the window close. The decree has gone forth. The scroll is in your hands. The treasure is closer than you think. And the story is only beginning. You have lived your days believing you were ordinary, walking through shadows, carrying burdens that never truly belonged to you. You have felt the ache of lack, the sting of rejection, the silent question echoing in your heart, is there more for me? You have watched others step into blessing, seen doors open for them while yours remained shut. You have wondered if you were overlooked, forgotten, left behind. But today, the truth is breaking through the clouds of confusion. Today, the scroll is being unrolled, and your name is written in golden letters. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are the chosen heir. There is a lineage running through your spirit, a royal bloodline that cannot be erased by circumstance or mistake. You have been named in the will of heaven, marked as the recipient of a legacy you did not earn but were always meant to receive. The benefactor has watched over you, unseen but never absent, waiting for the moment when you would awaken to your true identity. You have been living beneath your inheritance, surviving on crumbs when a feast was prepared for you. The struggle you have known is not your portion. The lack you have felt is not your destiny. The world may have called you common, but heaven calls you chosen. Pause and let this truth settle in your spirit. You are the heir. Not by accident, not by default, but by divine design. The courtroom of heaven has records with your name inscribed, promises attached, blessings reserved. The benefactor's heart has always been for you, even when you could not see it. Every closed door, every delayed answer, every silent night was not a sign of rejection but a setup for revelation. The enemy tried to convince you that you were disqualified, but the scroll says otherwise. The scroll says you are beloved, appointed, and set apart. You have been walking in the valley, but your seat is at the table. You have worn the garments of a servant, but a robe and a ring are waiting for you. The world has tried to define you by your struggle, but heaven defines you by your inheritance. The benefactor's signature is already on the document. The only thing missing is your recognition, your agreement, your yes. The moment you say yes, the transfer begins. The moment you awaken, the chains fall and the crown is placed. Stay with me. There is more to this story. The benefactor's identity is not a distant mystery, it is a revelation waiting to break forth. The one who calls you heir is closer than you think, more invested in your future than you can imagine. The treasure is not just wealth, but wisdom, authority, and belonging. The inheritance is not just for your comfort, but for your calling. You are not just an heir, you are a carrier of legacy, a vessel of promise, a light in the darkness. Let the old labels fall away. Let the voices of doubt grow silent. You are not who the world says you are. You are who heaven declares you to be. Chosen. Named. Loved. The benefactor's eyes have never left you. The scroll has never been lost. The inheritance has never been revoked. The only thing that has been missing is your awareness. But today, the veil is lifting. Today, the truth is being spoken over you. Today, you step into your name. Stay with me, because the next unveiling will reveal not just what you carry, but who has carried you all along. The mystery of the benefactor is about to unfold, and with it, the fullness of your inheritance. The journey is just beginning, and your story is about to turn. There is a reason you have not seen what belongs to you. There is a reason the inheritance has felt distant, the promise just out of reach. A veil has been drawn, woven from threads of doubt, fear, and silent accusation. You have felt it, a heaviness, a resistance, a sense that every step forward is met with unseen opposition. This is not your imagination. This is the courtroom of heaven, and your name has been spoken in the halls where destinies are decided. The enemy has built a case against you, stacking evidence of your failures, your missteps, your moments of weakness. He points to every delay, every disappointment, every time you questioned your worth. He whispers that you are unworthy, that the inheritance is for someone else, that the scroll with your name is locked away for good. The gavel has not yet fallen, but the accusations echo in your mind. Delay after delay, as if the very air is thick with resistance. You have wondered if you are disqualified, if the benefactor's promise was ever truly meant for you. But the truth is, the enemy's case is built on shadows. The accusations are not the final word. The delays are not the end of your story. The courtroom of heaven is not a place of condemnation, but a place of justice and restoration. The judge sees beyond the evidence, beyond the mistakes, beyond the fear. The scroll with your name is still in the hands of the benefactor, waiting for the moment when the veil will be lifted and the truth will be revealed. You have felt the weight of waiting, the frustration of prayers unanswered, the pain of doors that would not open. But every delay has only made the promise more precious. Every accusation has only sharpened your hunger for what is real. The enemy's voice may be loud, but it is not the voice that matters most. The benefactor's heart is for you, and the judge's eyes are on you. The courtroom is preparing for a new verdict, one that will silence the accuser and break the power of delay. Stay with me. The vision is about to open. The scroll is about to be unsealed. The next moment will take you into the very heart of the courtroom, where the gavel is raised and your case will be heard. The veil is thinning, and the light is about to break through. The time for delay is ending. The time for revelation is near. Step into the vision. The air is charged with a holy anticipation, as if all of creation is holding its breath. You find yourself standing at the threshold of the throne room, a place where time bends and eternity speaks. The floor beneath you gleams like glass, reflecting the brilliance of 1,000 fires. Pillars of light rise to the heavens, and every angel in attendance stands at attention, their eyes fixed on the center of the room. This is the courtroom of heaven, where destinies are decided and scrolls are unsealed. At the heart of it all, the judge sits enthroned in majesty, robed in light that no shadow can touch. His gaze is steady, searching, full of both justice and mercy. To his right stands Archangel Michael, radiant and resolute, his sword sheathed but his presence fierce with protection. Michael's wings shimmer with the colors of dawn, and his hand rests on a scroll, your scroll, sealed with the signet of the benefactor. The gavel rests on the judge's bench, silent for now, but ready to fall with the weight of final authority. The accuser is present, lurking at the edge of the light, clutching a list of every accusation, every delay, every moment of doubt you have ever known. He tries to speak, but the judge raises a hand, and silence falls like a mantle. The angels lean in, their faces shining with hope. The benefactor steps forward, cloaked in mystery, his eyes kind and knowing. He carries the scroll with your name, and as he approaches the bench, the room grows still. Every voice is hushed. Every heart is waiting. The judge nods, and Michael breaks the seal. The sound echoes like thunder, rolling through the halls of heaven. The scroll is unrolled, and your name is spoken aloud, not in shame, but in honor. The benefactor begins to read the will, his voice clear and unwavering. He speaks of promises made before you were born, of blessings reserved for you alone, of authority and favor written into your story. He declares that you are the rightful heir, chosen not by accident, but by design. The words burn with light, dissolving every shadow of accusation. As the will is read, the accuser's voice grows faint. The evidence he clings to begins to crumble. The judge's eyes never leave you, searching your heart, weighing your response. The gavel is poised, ready to fall. The entire courtroom waits for the verdict. Will you receive the inheritance, or will you let it slip away? The tension is real, the stakes are high. This is the moment when everything hangs in the balance. You feel the weight of the moment, the gravity of what is being offered. The scroll is open, the will is clear, but the choice is yours. The benefactor's eyes meet yours, full of hope and longing. The angels hold their breath. Michael stands ready, his hand on the hilt of his sword, prepared to defend what is rightfully yours. The judge's hand hovers over the gavel, waiting for your answer. Will you step forward? Will you claim your place as heir, or will you turn away and let the inheritance be given to another? The courtroom is silent, but the invitation is thunderous. The scroll is unsealed, the will is read, and the verdict is near. The next moment will decide everything. Will you receive the crown, the keys, the authority that has been waiting for you? Or will you let the accuser's voice drown out the truth of your identity? The judge is waiting. The benefactor is watching. The angels are ready to rejoice. Stay with me. The verdict is about to be declared. The gavel is about to fall. The next breath could change your story forever. The inheritance is within reach, and the final word is about to be spoken. The silence in the courtroom is electric, every eye fixed on the judge as his hand finally lifts the gavel. The accuser's list trembles in the shadows, but the judge's voice rings out, clear and unyielding. Every accusation is overturned. Every charge is dismissed. The record is wiped clean. The gavel falls, and the sound reverberates through the halls of heaven, shattering the chains of delay and dissolving the weight of every false word spoken against you. In that instant, the threat of loss is swallowed up by the flood of favor. The darkness that tried to claim your inheritance is scattered by the light of the judge's decree. Your name is called, not in shame, but in honor. The scroll is lifted high, and the benefactor's eyes shine with joy. The angels erupt in celebration, their voices rising like a river of praise. Where there was fear, now there is freedom. Where there was doubt, now there is certainty. The courtroom that once echoed with accusation now resounds with the sound of your acquittal. You are not disqualified. You are not disowned. You are chosen, accepted, and restored. Feel the shift in the atmosphere. The weight of waiting is gone. The doors that were locked are swinging open. The favor that was withheld is being poured out, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The judge's verdict is final. No more delay, no more denial, no more living beneath your inheritance. The benefactor steps forward, holding out the symbols of your new authority, keys that unlock, a crown that dignifies, a scroll that commissions. The transfer is ready, and the time is now. Stay with me. The next moment is the turning point. The keys, the crown, the scroll, these are not just symbols, but realities waiting to be placed in your hands. The transfer of authority, the restoration of your name, the release of your destiny, everything is about to change. The verdict has been declared, and the next step is yours to take. The moment you have waited for is here. The benefactor steps forward, radiant with a light that seems to come from within and beyond, a light that chases away every shadow of doubt. His eyes meet yours, and in them you see both the depth of his love and the strength of his resolve. In his hands, he carries the symbols of your new season, a set of ancient keys, a crown gleaming with promise, and the scroll that bears your name. The courtroom hushes, every angel leaning in, as the benefactor draws near. He speaks your name, not as a question, but as a declaration. You are the one I have chosen. You are the heir I have waited for. His voice is gentle, yet it carries the authority of ages. He places the keys in your hand, keys that unlock doors you could never open on your own. Doors of opportunity, doors of reconciliation, doors of destiny. The metal is warm in your palm, pulsing with the energy of new beginnings. These are not ordinary keys. They are the keys to clarity, to access, to abundance. They are the keys that break cycles of confusion and open the way to wisdom and understanding. Next, the benefactor lifts the crown. It is not heavy with the weight of the world, but light with the glory of heaven. He places it gently on your head, and you feel the shift, no longer a servant, but a royal child. The crown is a sign of your restored dignity, your true identity, your authority to reign in the places where you once felt powerless. Every lie that said you were unworthy falls away. Every label that tried to limit you is silenced. The crown marks you as chosen, as beloved, as one who carries the favor of the benefactor. Finally, the scroll. The benefactor unrolls it before you, the words shining with living fire. This is your commission, your power of attorney, your legal right to act in the benefactor's name. He places the scroll in your hands, and as you touch it, you feel a surge of purpose and confidence. The scroll is not just a document, it is a living promise. It authorizes you to step into places you once feared, to speak with a voice you once doubted, to claim what was always meant for you. The power of attorney is yours, not just to receive, but to release, to steward, to multiply. As the transfer is completed, 3 streams begin to flow from the throne. The first is clarity, light that pierces confusion, wisdom that guides your steps, vision that reveals the path ahead. The second is access, doors opening, barriers falling, favor going before you in places you never thought you'd enter. The third is abundance, resources released, provision multiplied, blessings overflowing into every area of your life. These streams are not for a moment, but for a lifetime. They are the evidence of the benefactor's heart for you, the proof that you are not just called, but equipped. The angels rejoice, their voices rising in a song of victory. The courtroom is filled with the fragrance of restoration. The benefactor smiles, his joy complete as he sees you step into your inheritance. The keys, the crown, the scroll, they are yours now. The power of attorney is in your hands. The authority to unlock, to reign, to release blessing has been transferred. You are no longer waiting. You are walking in what was always yours. Stay with me. The streams of blessing are only the beginning. Restoration is coming, and activation is near. The next moment will reveal how these gifts will transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you. The story is still unfolding, and your part is just beginning. This is the moment where everything shifts. You remember the days of wandering, the nights spent searching for answers in the dark. You remember the ache of not knowing, the frustration of doors that would not open, the emptiness of dreams that seemed to fade with every sunrise. You have known lack of clarity, of opportunity, of hope. But now, the streams begin to flow, and the landscape of your life is changing before your eyes. The first stream rushes in, clarity. Where confusion once clouded your mind, now there is light. You see your purpose with new eyes. The questions that haunted you are answered by a gentle certainty. You know who you are, and you know why you are here. The fog lifts, and the path ahead is illuminated. Every step is guided, every decision infused with wisdom. The days of wandering are over. You walk with confidence, your vision restored. The second stream pours out, access. Doors that were once sealed shut swing wide at your approach. Opportunities that seemed impossible are now within reach. Relationships that were strained or broken begin to heal, as if the very air is charged with reconciliation. You find yourself welcomed into places you never thought you'd enter, invited to tables you once only dreamed of. The barriers that held you back are gone, replaced by favor that goes before you and makes a way. The third stream overflows, abundance. Where there was lack, now there is more than enough. Resources flow to you, provision for every need, blessing for every area of your life. Dreams that had withered in the drought of disappointment are coming back to life. Ideas spark, creativity returns, hope rises. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. The abundance is not just for you, but for those around you. Your cup runs over, and others are refreshed by what spills from your life. Restoration is here. Broken places are mended. Lost years are redeemed. The things you thought were gone forever are being returned, multiplied, and made new. The streams of clarity, access, and abundance are not a trickle, they are a flood, washing away the residue of the past and preparing you for what is next. Stay with me. The transfer is not complete until you step into it fully. The next moment will guide you into an activation, a sacred ritual that will seal this restoration and release you into your new season. The turning point has come, and the best is yet to be revealed. Take a deep breath. Let the air fill your lungs, let the moment settle in your spirit. This is not just a story you are hearing, this is a transfer you are receiving. The courtroom of heaven has spoken, the benefactor has chosen you, and now it is time to step into your inheritance. This is your moment of activation. This is where you move from hearing to holding, from waiting to walking, from hoping to having. Right where you are, open your hands. Feel the weight of the keys, the lightness of the crown, the authority of the scroll. Speak these words aloud, letting them echo through your heart and into the atmosphere. I receive the keys. I wear the crown. I walk in authority. Say it again, slower this time, letting each word take root. I receive the keys. I wear the crown. I walk in authority. With every declaration, the old labels fall away. With every breath, the new identity settles deeper within you. You are not who you were. You are not bound by the past. The power of attorney is in your hands, and the streams of blessing are flowing. Declare it now, I am chosen. I am restored. I am released. Let your voice rise, even if it trembles. I am chosen. I am restored. I am released. The angels join in agreement, the courtroom resounds with your affirmation, and the benefactor smiles as you step into your rightful place. Now, place your hand over your heart. Feel the steady beat, the rhythm of life that has carried you to this moment. Whisper, I accept my inheritance. I embrace my calling. I step into overflow. Let these words become your anthem. I accept my inheritance. I embrace my calling. I step into overflow. The streams of clarity, access, and abundance are not just for you to keep, they are for you to release. You are a vessel, a carrier, a conduit of blessing for others. Stay with me. This activation is not a one-time event, it is the beginning of a new way of living. Every day, return to these declarations. Every morning, remind yourself of the keys you hold, the crown you wear, the authority you carry. When doubt tries to creep in, when the old voices whisper, return to the truth, I am chosen. I am restored. I am released. Let this be your rhythm, your ritual, your reminder. The mission is about to be revealed. The overflow is not just for your comfort, but for your commission. The next moment will show you how your inheritance becomes a blessing for others, how your restoration becomes a river that refreshes everyone you meet. Stay with me, because the story is not finished. The best is still to come, and your light is about to shine brighter than ever before. You have received, but you are not meant to keep this to yourself. The blessing that has been poured into your life is not a reservoir, it is a river, meant to flow outward, touching everyone you encounter. Where you once felt isolated, set apart by struggle or silence, now you are set apart by overflow. The authority you carry, the keys in your hand, the crown on your head, these are not just for your comfort, but for your commission. You are a releaser. You are a carrier of light in a world that aches for hope. The clarity you have received will guide others out of confusion. The access you now walk in will open doors for those who have been shut out. The abundance that overflows from your life will refresh the weary, restore the broken, and reignite dreams in those who have forgotten how to hope. Your awakening is not just your own, it is the beginning of a ripple effect, a wave of restoration that will move through families, communities, and generations. You are not alone. You are not small. You are not powerless. You are commissioned to shine, to serve, to speak life where there has been despair. The benefactor's heart beats in you now, and everywhere you go, the evidence of your inheritance will be seen. Stay with me, because the final anthem is rising. The invitation is about to be spoken, and your story of overflow is only just beginning. You are chosen. You are crowned. You are called for such a time as this. Let these words echo in your spirit as you step forward into your new season. The scroll has been unsealed, the verdict declared, the transfer completed. You are not who you were, you are who heaven says you are. If this message resonates in your heart, declare it now, I receive. Let your agreement be heard in the courts of heaven and seen in the world below. If you desire more prophetic decrees and revelations, you are welcome to subscribe and journey deeper with us. Your story is unfolding, and the next chapter is filled with light, purpose, and promise. Stay expectant. The best is yet to come.